Do you know the answer? Think you're impossible to prank? Think again. Before deepfakes and AI, people fell for some of the most insane hoaxes in history. From selling their souls to flying with their lungs. We're counting down the wildest April Fool's jokes that actually fooled the world. How many can you get right? Let's find out. In 1957, the BBC aired a famous prank showing Swiss farmers harvesting a surprising product from trees. What was it? Sausages, dumplings, marshmallows, or spaghetti? The answer is spaghetti! It was an April Fool's prank, but it was so convincing that hundreds of people called the station asking how they could grow their own spaghetti tree at home. In the US and UK, it's April Fool's Day. But how do they call this day in France and Italy? Is it the April hare, the crazy goose, the April fish, or the jolly snail? The answer is April fish. In France, it's poisson d'avril, and in Italy, pêché d'april. The classic prank is to try and stick a paper fish onto someone's back without them noticing. Back in 1962, Sweden had only one TV channel, and it was in black and white. A technical expert appeared on news and told viewers they could enjoy color images if they pulled something over the screen. Was it a plastic bag, nylon stockings, a window screen, or blue carbon paper? The answer is nylon stockings. Thousands of people actually tried it, cutting up their stockings and taping them to the screen, only to realize it was an elaborate April Fool's joke. In 1994, Pepsi's marketing reached a new level when a newspaper reported on their diet water. But what was the supposed benefit? Was it because it had no sugar, 50% fewer calories, helped you lose weight, or boosted metabolism? The answer is, it boosted metabolism. Of course, it was a satirical take on the marketing of Crystal Pepsi. In reality, all water has 0 calories. But the joke was that Pepsi tried to market it as a special diet version to follow the huge low-fat craze of the 90s. In 1998, Burger King announced a revolutionary new product in a full-page newspaper ad. Who was this special burger for? Was it for cats and dogs, people on a diet, left-handed people, or aliens? The answer is left-handed people. The left-handed Whopper was an April Fool's prank. They claimed all the condiments were rotated 180 degrees for the convenience of southpaws. Believe it or not, thousands of customers went to restaurants asking for the special version. Tokyo's subway is famous for its efficiency, but one April Fool's report claimed a bizarre new fee was being introduced. What was the charge for? Was it breathing frequency, talking loudly, amount of luggage, or speed of walking? The answer is breathing frequency. The prank suggested that passengers who breathe more heavily or quickly consume more oxygen and put a strain on the station's ventilation system, so they should pay a breathing tax. Big Ben is the ultimate symbol of British tradition, but in 1980, the BBC shocked the nation with an announcement about its future. What was going to change? Was it going to become a sundial, an hourglass, go digital, or become a cuckoo clock? The answer is go digital. The BBC reported that the iconic clock needed to modernize and would be replaced with a digital display. They even offered to give the original clock hands to the first 4 people who called in. The joke backfired. Thousands of angry citizens called to protest the vandalism of their landmark. Google is known for its ambitious projects, but in 2013, they announced something truly sensational. What could you search for with the new Google Nose? Was it lost socks, smells, inspiration, or a good mood? The answer is smells. Google claimed they had a scent infrastructure that could transmit aromas through your screen. The ad even featured a safe search mode to block out unpleasant odors. Thousands of people actually leaned in and sniffed their monitors that day. Many historians believe April Fool's Day started in France back in 1564. But what happened that year to start the tradition? Was it laughter being banned on Fridays, attacks on silly jokes, the king ordering everyone to walk backwards, or moving New Year's from April to January? The answer is moving New Year's from April to January. Before the calendar change, the New Year was celebrated around April 1st. Those who forgot or refused to accept the new January date were mocked as fools and had pranks played on them. This is how the worldwide tradition began. In 2008, the BBC released a documentary narrated by Terry Jones that showed a group of penguins doing something impossible. What was it? Did they start speaking English, fly away to the tropics, learn how to surf, or build a city of ice? The answer is flew away to the tropics. The video looked so real thanks to high-end CGI that millions of people were stunned to see Adelie penguins taking to the skies to escape the Antarctic winter for the sunny beaches of South America. It's still considered one of the best media pranks ever made. In 2016, a famous supermarket chain claimed they'd finally grown the perfect fruit: square strawberries. Why did they say we needed them? Was it so they won't roll off the plate? To take up less fridge space? To keep their shape longer? Or to be easier to slice for sandwiches? The answer is easier to slice for sandwiches. Tesco claimed these Holloway squares were genetically engineered to eliminate the sliding problem in jam and cream sandwiches. Thousands of people actually went to stores looking for them, only to find out it was an April Fool's prank. The Eiffel Tower is the pride of France, but in 1986, a major newspaper reported a shocking plan for its future. What was supposedly going to happen? Was it going to be repainted, closed to tourists, moved to Disneyland, or doubled in height? The answer is moved to Disneyland. The report claimed that the tower was becoming a structural hazard for the city and would be rebuilt at the new Euro Disney Park. In its place, a 30,000-seat stadium for the 1992 Olympics was supposedly planned. Many people were outraged until they realized what day it was. In 1976, British astronomer Patrick Moore told radio listeners that a rare planetary alignment would weaken Earth's gravity. What did he suggest they do at exactly 9:47 a.m.? Should they drink a glass of water, jump in the air, stand on their head, or release pet birds? The answer is jump in the air. Moore claimed that if you jumped at that exact moment, you'd experience a floating sensation. Hundreds of people called the BBC later, claiming they actually felt lighter or even hit their heads on the ceiling. It was, of course, just a brilliant April Fool's prank. In 1995, Discover magazine revealed a terrifying new predator in Antarctica: the hot-headed naked mole rat. According to the article, how did it hunt penguins? Did it melt the ice under them, hypnotize them, tickle them to death, or pretend to be a snowball? The answer is melting ice under them. The prank claimed these creatures had highly vascular plates on their heads that could become burning hot, causing penguins to sink into the slush, where the mole rats would then attack. Thousands of people fell for it and were genuinely worried about the penguins. In 2012, Google announced a revolutionary way to type faster on smartphones called Gmail Tap. What was its secret? Was it sending emails with your mind, auto-replying to your boss, a screen that smelled like mail, or a keyboard with only 2 keys? The answer is a keyboard with only 2 keys. Google claimed that using Morse code would let you type without even looking at the screen. They even joked that you could tap out 2 different emails with 2 different hands at the same time. April Fool's traditions vary around the world, but in one country, things get very messy. Where do people celebrate by throwing flour at each other? Is it Brazil, Portugal, Greece, or Mexico? The answer is Portugal. It's a classic tradition to surprise your friends, and even strangers, by dousing them in flour. By the end of the day, the streets look like a giant bakery exploded. In 2002, British supermarket Tesco announced a genetically modified whistling carrot. But what triggered the sound? Was it when it was watered, when a rabbit was near, when it was fully cooked, or if it had too many vitamins? The answer is when fully cooked. Tesco claimed the carrots contained air holes that would act like a tea kettle to let you know dinner was ready. Hundreds of customers actually asked staff where to find these time-saving veggies. In 1998, a news article claimed the state of Alabama was changing a fundamental law of nature. What was the scientific discovery? Was it that pi was now exactly 3.0, the sky is actually green, cats are alien spies, or the moon is Swiss cheese? The answer is pi was now exactly 3.0. The prank claimed that the state legislature had voted to change the value of pi to a biblical value of 3.0 to make it simpler. Hundreds of angry scientists and citizens called in to protest before realizing it was an April Fool's joke. In 2014, a job listing went viral, offering a dream position for animal lovers. What was the role? Was it a professional hugger for cactuses, pandas, sloths, or single socks? The answer is pandas! The panda hugger position at a Chinese research center claimed to pay $32,000 a year just to cuddle baby pandas all day. While it started as a lighthearted PR stunt, thousands of people sent in real resumes begging for the job. In Germany, April 1st isn't just for jokes. Many traditionalists avoid starting new projects or getting married on this day. Why? Is it because it always rains, trolls wake up, an unlucky king was born, or Judas Iscariot was born? The answer is Judas Iscariot was born. According to old German folk beliefs, April 1st is the birthday of the man who betrayed Jesus. Because of this, the day was long considered cursed, and anything started on this date was destined to fail. Food delivery is getting faster every year. But in 2017, one company went wild. Who did they announce as their new delivery team? Was it trained squirrels, snails for slow delivery, ponies on roller skates, or homing pigeons? The answer is homing pigeons. The company claimed they had trained a fleet of pigeons to dodge traffic and fly directly to customers' windows. They even showed test flights with tiny heat-insulated backpacks. It was a perfect prank that flew over everyone's heads. The internet is full of life hacks, but one viral prank from 2014 was actually dangerous. What did it claim could instantly charge your iPhone? Was it a saltwater soak, rubbing it on wool, microwaving it for 30 seconds, or screaming into the mic? The answer is microwaving it for 30 seconds. The Apple Wave prank claimed that microwave frequencies would charge the battery. Sadly, many people fell for it, resulting in dozens of melted iPhones and ruined microwaves. Never ever try this at home. In 1923, during a time of extreme inflation in Germany, one newspaper reported a bizarre discovery on a remote island. What did the local tribe use instead of money? Was it dried grasshoppers, trouser buttons, holy socks, or laughter? The answer is trouser buttons. The prank claimed that buttons were the only stable currency on the island. The joke was a sharp jab at the German mark, which at the time was losing value so fast that buttons actually seemed like a more reliable way to pay for things. In 2011, Google claimed to have the ultimate solution. What did their new extension block? Was it TV show spoilers, Monday work tasks, food photos, or bad jokes? The answer is TV show spoilers. The Google Spoiler Shield supposedly used AI to scan your social feeds and blur any mention of your favorite shows. While it was just an April Fool's prank, millions of people begged Google to actually build it for real. In 1994, computer users were terrified by a report in PC Computing. It claimed a new virus was spreading in a very unusual way. How did you catch it? Was it from a robocall, a smell from the disk drive, dust on the monitor, or your computer mouse? The answer is the computer mouse. The prank claimed that the virus could be transmitted from the PC directly into the user's bloodstream through the skin of their palm. Believe it or not, some readers actually started wearing gloves while using their computers. In 2015, shoe brand Ms. Moose introduced a new innovation. What was it? Was it shoes with a tripod, selfie shoes with a phone slot in the toe, sneakers that apply filters, or flashlight boots? The answer is selfie shoes. The prank video showed women sticking their phones into a special slot in their shoes and lifting their legs to take the perfect high-angle shot. Hundreds of fashionistas actually tried to pre-order them before realizing it was an April Fool's joke. Energy bills are no joke, but in 2013, the Daily Mail reported a truly glowing solution for London. How are they planning to save electricity? Was it lighting Big Ben with candles, removing phone booths, painting the Thames neon, or banning elevators? The answer is painting the Thames neon. The prank claimed that a special bioluminescent paint would be poured into the river to make it glow at night, replacing streetlights along the banks. Believe it or not, some environmentalists actually called to complain about the poor fish. April Fools isn't just for brands. Sometimes it sounds like a real law. In one US state, they supposedly banned something very personal. Was it sad facial expressions, swimming if you can't swim, internet after midnight, or fishing while riding a camel? The answer is entering water if you can't swim. The prank claimed this was for public safety, ignoring the fact that you kind of need to be in the water to learn. Hundreds of people called their local representatives to ask how they were supposed to take swimming lessons now. Space exploration is expensive, and in 2005, a rumor spread that NASA had found a refreshing way to fund it. What was their plan? Was it installing a Coca-Cola billboard on Mars, selling moon lots, admitting Earth is a cube, or finding Bigfoot on Mars? The answer is installing a Coca-Cola billboard on Mars. The prank included fake photos of a massive sign that would supposedly be visible from Earth through a telescope. People were furious about space pollution until they realized it was just a very bubbly April Fool's joke. On April 1st, 2011, YouTube launched a special new feature. What was it? Was it dog bark subtitles, deleting comments by laughing, teleporting into the video, or 1911 mode, silent film style? The answer is 1911 mode. Clicking a small teapot icon added a sepia filter, film scratches, and replaced the audio with old-timey piano music. It was so popular that many users asked Google to keep the feature forever. In 2013, Google Maps claimed to have found a legendary pirate map. To reveal the hidden treasure symbols on your screen, what did they say you had to do? Was it rub the screen, fold your laptop like origami, dig outside, or shine a flashlight into the camera? The answer is fold your laptop like origami. Google's help page seriously suggested that to see the full map, users needed to fold their devices into specific shapes. They also claimed the map featured paper-based sensors that only worked in direct sunlight. It was a classic April Fool's stunt that turned everyone's browser into a pirate's deck. Elon Musk is known for his wild tweets, but on April 1st, 2018, he posted something that sent Tesla's stock tumbling. What did he claim? Was it that he was buying the moon, Tesla had gone bankrupt, he was leaving for Mars, or cars now ran on olive oil? The answer is Tesla has gone bankrupt. Musk tweeted a series of messages saying that despite efforts to sell Easter eggs, the company was completely and totally bankrupt. Even though it was a joke, Tesla's stock price actually dropped 7% the next day. Do you ever actually read the terms and conditions? In 2011, 7,500 shoppers made a huge mistake. What did they accidentally sell to a UK game retailer? Was it their immortal soul, the right to name their kids Gamer, their old computer, or their grandma's pie recipe? The answer is their immortal soul. GameStation added a clause stating they owned the customer's soul forever. To opt out and keep your soul, you had to click a box, but 88% of users just clicked accept. Don't worry, the company eventually nullified the contracts and gave everyone their souls back. If you own a dog, you know they can be expensive. But one city took it to another level. What was the fake tax they proposed for dog owners? Was it for pink collars, tail wagging in public, loud barking after 10 p.m., or how much water they drink? The answer is loud barking after 10 p.m. The prank claimed that city officials would install sound-sensitive sensors near homes. If your dog barked too loudly during quiet hours, you'd receive a steep fine in the mail. Panicked owners flooded the city council with calls before the joke was revealed. In 1996, a news report caused a massive panic about a chemical called dihydrogen monoxide found in the tap water. It was described as a silent killer if inhaled. What was this dangerous substance? Was it mercury, liquid soap, laughing gas, or ordinary water? The answer is ordinary water. H2O stands for 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen. Dihydrogen monoxide. While it's true that inhaling water can cause drowning, the terrifying chemical name was just a brilliant prank to show how easily people can be scared by scientific jargon. In 2021, Duolingo introduced a new way to keep your streak alive. Why did they launch a special toilet paper roll? Was it to wipe away tears? To learn words on the toilet? To write cheat sheets? Or to glow in the dark? The answer is to learn words on the toilet. Duolingo claimed that the average person spends 14 minutes a day in the bathroom, so they printed phrases on the paper to turn bathroom time into learning time. Thousands of people actually asked where they could buy it. In 2016, Sony claimed to have finally cracked the paranormal. What was the name of their new ghost-catching device? Was it the Ghostbuster 3000, the Ecto Scanner, the Proton Pack, or the Poltergeist Trap? The answer is the Proton Pack. Sony released a full technical spec sheet claiming the device was water-resistant and featured stamina mode to extend battery life while chasing ghosts. It was a brilliant promotion for the new Ghostbusters movie released that same year. We all have that one friend who posts every meal. In 2017, a rumor claimed Instagram had a secret punishment for them. What was it? Did the photo start to smell? A virtual cockroach appear? The account lock? Or the phone make chewing sounds? The answer is a virtual cockroach appears. The prank claimed that if you used too many food-related hashtags, Instagram's AI would automatically insert a disgusting cockroach into your photo. It was a hilarious jab at the foodie culture that actually made some people think twice before hitting post. In 2012, WestJet Airlines claimed to have solved the crying baby problem forever. What was their new cargo kids service? Did it mean kids fly for free, a VIP playroom, kids help fly the plane, or kids fly in the cargo hold for a quiet cabin? The answer is kids fly in the cargo hold. The prank video showed a special automated system that moved children into a quiet, soundproof cargo area so adults could enjoy their flight in peace. Thousands of people commented, saying they wished it were actually real. In 1934, a viral photo showed a man floating in mid-air just by blowing into a small box. What was this fake invention called? Was it the lung engine, the air whistle, the lip propeller, or the wind jetpack? The answer is the lung engine. The prank claimed that the pilot's breath spun rotors that created massive lift. In reality, it was just a clever photo trick. But the image was so convincing that it was published in major newspapers across the United States. And now, the bonus question. 3 of these are real hybrid foods you can actually buy, but one is a total lie. Can you spot the fake? Is it broccolini, the mix of broccoli and kale? Pineberry, a white strawberry that tastes like pineapple? Lamado, A lemon-infused tomato? Or plum-cot? Half plum, half apricot? How many did you get right today? Write your score and your answer to the bonus question in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next quiz. Stay curious and have a great day. See you in the next quiz!